You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, it's been a long time. We've been waiting for this to happen. The return of Caitlin Clark in a competitive basketball situation. It feels like it's been forever. Today was the start of USA basketball training camp. And we've got some video. We've got Caitlin.
Point blank declared Clark, "We must play hoops." In sharp contrast to the typical player bluster, there was a deafening stillness after her statement regarding the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement negotiations. She challenged both sides to find common ground without holding back. Her message was unambiguous. However, it's crucial to fight for what they deserve. Getting on the court is the one non-negotiable factor that will determine the league's future, the fans, and the product. This was not an appeal. The biggest star in the game made a strong statement that stunned many with its unyielding tone and made it clear what she prioritized for the league's pressing future.
Forever. Today was the start of USA basketball training camp. And we've got some video. We've got Caitlin Clark talking. We've got all kinds of things to wet your whistle, so to speak, for Caitlin Clark. Let's start right here. This is Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston arriving at U.S. women's basketball camp right here. There they are, arriving in the camp. Yeah, right there. Check it out. Yep, there's Caitlin.
The USA basketball training camp began with her powerful comeback. Fans have been looking forward to this moment for what seems like an eternity since her last competitive game. There was a palpable buzz surrounding her return to the hardwood, and the atmosphere was packed with excitement. This wasn't your typical practice session. Her return to the high-stakes world of professional basketball marked the conclusion of a break that left many fans longing for her distinct style of play. These early glimpses of her getting ready to rule once more have increased the excitement for her next official game to an all-time high.
Clark basketball now signed the damn CBA. Yeah. Here we go in transition. Going down the floor, pulls up. Boom. My God. One more time. Pull up. Bam. Wow. Yeah. I love it. Here we go, right here. Caitlin's going to be playing some defense against what looks like dudes on the court.
She arrived at the camp with her Indiana Fever teammate Aaliyah Boston in the opening video, which was a striking sight. Fans were already anticipating their synergy on the court, and their collective appearance quickly generated comparisons to legendary duos. There was more to this first look than merely showing up. It was a declaration, a visual affirmation that the WNBA's most captivating news story had officially resumed. For the league's ardent supporters, their entrance cemented the sense that something genuinely exceptional was developing and promised an exciting season ahead.
Caitlin, always go. By the way, that looked like Kelsey Plum and Caitlin. Little love there. Little love between the two. Caitlin Clark shares her thoughts on the CBA and avoiding a lockout. Let's go.
Very high level, and I think the most important thing for myself, thinking about these CBA negotiations, this is the biggest moment the WNBA has ever seen, and it's not something that can be messed.
It was impossible to deny the fans' intense feelings when they saw these first clips. An online collective cry. "I really miss playing basketball with Caitlin Clark." This was more than simply lighthearted fandom. There was a strong desire for the thrill, talent, and unadulterated delight she brought to the game. The rapid response highlighted her unmatched influence and demonstrated the deep bond she has developed with a sizable following. Every glimpse of her comeback feels like an essential dosage of adrenaline for a starving fan base that is anxiously expecting her next move since her absence from competitive play has left a gap.
I think the most important thing for myself, thinking about these CBA negotiations, like, this is the biggest moment the WNBA has ever seen. And it's not something that can be messed up. And, we're going to fight for everything that we deserve, but at the same time, like, we need to play basketball. That's what our fans crave, and that's what all of you crave as well, is you want the product on the floor. And at the end of the day, that's how you make the money, that's how you're marketable, that's what the fans get excited about, that's what the fans want to show up for. So, it's business and it's a negotiation, and there has to be compromise on both sides. And, we're starting to get down to the wire of it, and it's become really important. And
The on-court tidbits, a tantalizing sneak peek at her fearsome abilities, followed. As she pulled up for those iconic exploding shots that have become her trademark, viewers watched her seamless transition plays. The community was electrified by every glimpse of her dribbling, passing, and scoring, a potent reminder of the captivating talent that enthralled the country. There was more to these fleeting moments than just practice footage. They were an announcement that the beloved generational talent is about to unleash her entire repertoire once more, promising memorable moments.
The negotiations are very important, but we also have to be aware we need to go out and play basketball because that's what the fans want to see. And they got to be aware of that. And is she literally the only player I've heard thus far that's said we are going to have to compromise on some things and they are going to have to compromise on some things? I have not heard that from any other player at all. The word compromise, which is exactly what has to go down here.
The videos showing her playing defense and fiercely defending what looked to be male players were what really shocked a lot of people. This surprising demonstration of perseverance and grit showed her all-around dedication and exposed a side of her game that isn't typically emphasized. Her competitive spirit and defensive acumen were highlighted by the video, which even showed a forced turnover. The message was very obvious. Clark is more than simply an offensive powerhouse. She is an all-around player who is prepared to compete on both sides of the court, enhancing her already renowned reputation and dispelling any remaining skepticism.
Because I want you guys to be able to get my sort of raw reaction right off of it. And I didn't expect her to sort of talk that long and at that length about the CBA. That's really important. And we know of all the voices involved in this, that is the most important one. And the fact that she's very aware that the fans want to watch her play. I mean, here we are, gathered here to watch some snippets of her shooting the ball and running the court.
Additional practice footage showed her moving the ball fluidly, passing, setting up plays, and navigating the court with ease. Even in the absence of a full game scenario, she was observed diving into the paint, dodging opponents, and displaying her extraordinary court vision. In one instance, she made a precise pass that resulted in a goal, demonstrating her ability to create plays in addition to shooting. She is an even more fearsome opponent as a result of these individual skill exhibitions, which confirmed her versatility and demonstrated that she contributes much more to the game than just her well-known scoring ability.
Tomorrow and the next day, involving USA basketball, good Lord, they surely realize that she's got to be part of that FIBA team. She's got to be part of Team USA for the Olympics. No ifs, ands, or buts. No agendas. Just basketball. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.
Beyond the structured drills and routine practice, a genuinely heartwarming moment emerged when Caitlin Clark shared a brief, yet meaningful interaction with Kelsey Plum, a moment of mutual respect and quiet camaraderie, where a quick embrace offered a rare glimpse into the human side of an intensely competitive environment. reminding fans that even amid pressure, rivalries, and expectations, authentic relationships still exist, adding emotional depth to the story of her return and highlighting the supportive yet fiercely competitive nature of elite women's basketball. But the most eye-opening moment came when Clark openly and candidly addressed the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement, diving headfirst into the complexities of the negotiations with a tone that was both thoughtful and unapologetically firm, abandoning the usual cautious language to speak with clarity and conviction that immediately commanded attention. Her willingness to tackle such a sensitive issue head-on revealed a deep understanding of the stakes involved, showcasing a maturity well beyond her years and a sharp awareness of the broader consequences these decisions carry for the league's future, ultimately setting a powerful new benchmark for player leadership, engagement, and the difficult but necessary conversation around compromise and progress. Clark made it clear that to avoid a damaging lockout, both sides would have to give ground on certain issues, drawing a firm line between what was non-negotiable and what could be adjusted, stating plainly that she would not compromise on core principles while acknowledging that other areas allowed room to move. This balanced, pragmatic stance sharply contrasted with the rigid, all-or-nothing positions often voiced by others, instantly setting her apart as a thoughtful yet resolute presence in an already heated debate. She repeatedly emphasized that the true lifeblood of the league is the product on the court, stressing that fans show up for the games themselves, not endless negotiations, and that the league's value and long-term marketability ultimately depend on competition being played. This clear-eyed perspective cut through the noise, pulling the discussion back to the fundamental purpose of professional sports and serving as a pointed reminder that while business matters, it is the fans' passion for the game that sustains everything.